Hey guys, Steve from Gym Hub. I hope you're well. One of my favourite shows on television at the moment is comedians in cars getting coffee. And I thought I'd have a crack at, I'm on my way to get a coffee and I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. We did a 2-day intensive with Gym Hub members last week and went into a fair bit of detail into some more complex things in terms of leadership, in terms of what's required to sort of delegate to your staff so that they're reliable and they also have the same output as if you were doing it. And the same with sort of sales and marketing. However, I just want to go back and reflect on a couple of the basic errors that people might have made and just make sure we have that foundation going forward. So number one, when it comes to marketing, we still had a few people making back-end offers. So an offer that says to a prospect, when you buy this, we'll give you X. That stuff is okay, but you'll only get about 20% of the volume if you do a front-end offer. A front-end offer is come in and trial like 10 days for $10 or something like that, where it's low risk, high value. So number one is stop putting the back-end offers on Facebook and online because they just don't work. Number two is making sure that we're actually using a decent marketing budget and we're actively out there promoting on Google and Facebook. I know because of coronavirus and because we were shut for months, it's natural to sort of shrink up and sort of feel like, oh, I have to be conservative. But reality is that the gyms that are going to perform really, really well, take market share and thrive in this market are the ones that are still marketing. So don't stop marketing. In fact, if anything, you've just got to be a bit smarter about it at the moment. Obviously, restrictions around Facebook wording and stuff have been a bit tighter around the elections and things like that in the US. But yeah, make sure you're consistently marketing on Facebook and Google. Make sure you're actually using those front-end offers or because these are the basics. When it comes to sales, we talk about call fast and call twice. So what I mean there is as soon as an inquiry comes in, you want to call them straight away while they're hot. Don't give them a chance to call around and shop around for other gyms. We call twice because often they're not near their phone or they don't see it sort of buzzing or something like that. So what you're trying to do is, without leaving a message on the first time, you're trying to call straight back so that the extra ringing and that extra alert will hopefully grab that person on the phone. Remember, if someone inquires now, they're actually on their phone right now. So if we call them straight away, you're so much more likely to actually get them in for a trial. I still see a lot of people thinking that, well, I've called once and I've left a message and I haven't heard back, as if it's like 15-year-olds at high school and dating or something. It's like, oh, well, if I've called them and they don't call back, well, they mustn't be interested in me. Like, grow up. If they've actually said they're interested, they might be busy, they might be on a call, they might be working. Most good, competent clients, like clients that you actually want, have got stuff on. They've got families, they've got work commitments. So it's our job to actually fit into their schedule and keep chasing them on the phone. If you're currently calling them once or calling them twice and giving up, you are missing so much opportunity. And it's easy to sort of think about, oh, what could we do with Facebook retargeting, and we could sort of get into a lot of the complex stuff. And in reality, many of us just need to actually make more calls and chase people harder that do inquire. So we've spoken about marketing, we've spoken about make sure it's a front-end offer and make sure it's like a good ad budget and you're actually aggressively seeking members right now. It's time to move away from survival and actually go into thriving. Number two is sales. Make sure you're chasing up those leads. So call fast, call twice. And you want to be calling them twice a day for the first 5 days before you stop calling. Number three, when it comes to teams, again, because of coronavirus, people have stopped sort of hiring and stopped training their teams, and that's a mistake. So when they're actually reopening, some of the staff are a little bit rusty as to how well they deliver a class. Some of the staff aren't great at handling walk-in inquiries, and it's not their fault, it's ours, because we actually stopped training them. So they've just gone a little bit rusty. So one, make sure you get straight back into a weekly rhythm of staff development. And two, make sure you're recruiting right now. Nearly every member I've spoken to outside of Victoria is doing record billing at the moment in their gyms. So, the market has responded. Like, I'm so pleased to see that the fitness businesses are getting lots of inquiries, but it is only going to those people that are actively out there and inquiring. And if you're putting an ad or a post on Facebook and expecting to get good talent for trainers, you're kidding yourself. you wouldn't have a good result doing that if you're a PT in the park. Remember, there's so many other places that these guys could go and work for. When you write a job ad, it has to have good traffic. So you have to put it on a paid job site. You have to put it on Facebook and obviously retarget trainers. You need to be putting signs up in the gym and emailing your database. And there's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do, but you've got to be aggressive and make sure you treat it like marketing. If you just say staff wanted, you're going to not only attract people that would probably get a job at Kmart or something, but you're also going to struggle to get the good people because they're not interested in a job ad that hasn't been well written and doesn't actually explain what you believe in and where you're taking the business and what you're best known for and those types of things. When it comes to retention, if you're not doing a Christmas party this year, think about what else you're doing. It might be handwritten cards for your members. It could be interaction or drinks online. It could be something unique or something different, but you definitely have to give them like a really strong goal. So every member that comes into the gym needs to have a goal for 2021, something that they're motivated to do, or you're going to lose them over Christmas. They need to have something to look forward to in 2021, like a catch up for Australia Day or something like that. And they need some love, some like acknowledgement because they've supported you during this period. And I think it's important that they, while every other gym is trying to market to them in November, December, that you're actually letting them know that you appreciate their work. So we've covered marketing, we've spoken about sales, we've spoken about teams, and we've done retention. And if I'm honest, these aren't complicated things, but these are the basics that we sometimes forget when we deep dive into Facebook retargeting or we look at the specifics around conversion on a landing page or something. Don't get me wrong, that stuff I love, and it's something that I love training, the network on, but I just want to encourage you to go back to the basics and make sure we're doing those things first. The rest of the stuff we can work on together. I'm Steve from Gym Hub. I hope you found that beneficial, guys. I'll see you real soon. Gym owners in cars going to get coffee. It's got a little ring to it.